What's up, YouTube? I'm King Shanks, this is Droid's Finest, and I am back with Shadowrun Dragonfall, part 176, talking to a guy by a corpse. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Gurgle Squirt, what a relief it is to see you alive. Samuel's face clouds. Unfortunately, many others were less fortunate. What happened? What do you suppose? Our people spend much of their time on the streets trying to coax the indigent into making use of ourselves. His eyes well with tears. The attackers were indiscriminate with their fire. It was a bloodbath. Now, if you will excuse me, I must go. I have cremations to attend. Well, that made that a lot easier. Thanks. Cool, bye. So I guess I'll just go and talk to the computer now. And before I start the next... Actually, you know what? I'm going to upgrade my characters first. I'm going to upgrade my characters first before I talk to the computer, and then I'll move forward. I'm not upgrading Gurgle Squirt yet. It's not until the last battle that I'll do that. Unless I completely fail horribly. Just get into here. Okay, so boop. So starting with Iger, which one do I want more? Okay, level 5. So gain ability, tactical reload, sniper rifle 3, gain ability, snap fire. I don't know what any of that means. Okay, Iger gains the ability to that reloads all of her equipment. Once equipment for 0 AP, cooldown 7. That's pretty good. I can't lie, that's pretty good. But let's see if I can find better. Iger gains an ability that can target 2 enemies in one direction. Cooldown 3. How often are they actually lined up like that, though? I think I'll take the first one. I like that one because it equips all weapons for 0 AP, which is good, because she carries a lot of weapons, so confirm that. No, wait, cancel. I gotta select them all first. Okay, so his is Dragon Slayer's Wrath. Okay. Let's see. The Dragon Slayer now harms all foes within 3 tiles of Dietrich for 16 damage on subsequent rounds. Targets take 5 damage and 1 AP damage. Wow, that's good. That's really, really fucking good. What's the shield? I don't think I'm going to take the shield, but goddamn. Dietrich's idol grows more powerful, decreasing incoming damage by an additional 2 points, cost 1 AP, radius 1, duration 3. I'm gonna take the Wrath, because that's just that's awesome. Glory. Ah, she can bring one of the good trauma kits with her as she goes. So this Trauma Specialist 2, that will fully heal somebody. I just need to remember that that's not in her items, that's actually one of her abilities. So it's either that, so that's a full heal for somebody, including herself, I think. I'm not sure. Glory carries a custom Ruger, Super Warhawk revolver with hand mechanized armor, piercing ammo, 14 damage, 6 capacity, 4 armor pierce. That's pretty good too. But I'm going definite trauma kit. Definitely trauma kit. Okay, Blitz. Pain suppression. Nova Holt. Or Nova Hot targeting. Let's see, what do they do? While Blitz is jacked into the Matrix, attacks on his physical body are reduced by 3. Pretty good. I don't know if I'm going in the Matrix any other time, but Integrated tactical computer marks weak points in an opponent's armor. Blitz's mark target ability now reduces the target's armor by 2. I don't know if I'm going to be going back in, because I don't even know if I'm going to be bringing Blitz with me anymore from here out. You know what? I'm going to take the targeting. I'm going to take the targeting for this. Yeah, okay, confirm all. I'm going to take the targeting. I confirmed it. Are you frozen? I guess it's frozen. Hold on. Go. Could you please do something? Maybe? I don't know why it's taking so long. I already confirmed all this. Okay, cancel this. They're all confirmed, right? Okay, it's confirmed. Good, I guess. Now, I'm going to switch the armor. I'm going to lose 10 HP, but I gain 1 to all my attributes. Plus the defense is higher by 2. And so far they haven't really been able to mess with me, so this is the one, right? Grants 1 plus 1 to all attributes. Let's see how she looks in it, right? If worse comes to worse, I'll switch it back. Ugh. You look hideous in this. It looks nothing like the other thing. Okay, whatever. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the thing. May as well get that done. How much time do I have? This might take a while, so yeah, okay, here we go. I got 7 minutes, so I think I'll be able to talk to this in whatever. And then, yeah, we'll figure it out. Mission computer. Okay. Read the contents of Alice's optical chip. That's what I'm here to do, so let's do that. You slot the optical chip into the computer's waiting chip jack. On the screen, Alice's office blossoms into view. A half-second later, a real-time simulation of Alice appears seated behind her mahogany desk. Something about it reminds you of a figure of a wax museum, lifelike but dead inside. It greets you with a facsimile of Alice. Yeah, okay, a facsimile of Alice's joyless smile. Customer name, Gurgle Squirt. Its voice is hollow, synthetic, and automaton, masquerading as a living woman, one who you've never even met in the flesh. Account number 1012579. Greetings, valued customer. I am an office simulation what the hell is a simulacrum? I don't know what that is. Of Alice's persona. I have been included on this chip to answer any questions that you might have about your information purchase. Nifty piece of tech. Not now, Blitz. If you are ready to proceed, I will present Alice's findings. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, "Alice, I have a question." Is that the only thing you'll need... Is that the only thing you'll respond to, or can I talk to you like a normal person? We're ready. Now let's get this show on the road. No. Can I talk to you like a real person? The sooner the other crumb hitches slightly. You may interrupt... Okay, so I have to say that. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. That answers that. Okay, we're ready. Let's listen. Let's get the show on the road. Very well. Commencing presentation. The simulacrum goes rigid for a moment, then seems to relax. When it speaks, it sounds more natural, as though the real Alice is speaking through it. Alright, Gurgle Squirt. I've got good news for you, and I've got bad news. Let's start with the good news. I found Vauclair. He is alive, and he is alive. Thank God. Yeah, I get it. Thank God. The trail to your missing doctor was a long and slippery one. The fee that you paid me barely covered my costs for the job. I sent the team into the socks on a fact-finding mission. I bribed the government officials. I greased the palms of the wage slaves at megacorps all across Europe. Each step I took eliminated possibilities, drew me a little bit closer, and finally I found the place where Vauclair is being held. The simulacrum makes a sweeping gesture with its right hand, and the image switchblades onto the screen, a grainy overhead photograph, annotated with map coordinates. You recognize it immediately. This is where you'll find him. He is being held captive at a remote estate called the Harfield Manor. That's the very first place I went in the game. You've got to be kidding me. That's the very first place I went in the game. He was there the whole time. Glory says nothing. She just studies the photograph and nods. Okay, nobody tell me. I get it. This is something else that I missed. Alice, I have a question. If this was the good news, I can't wait to hear the bad news. Okay, Alice, I have a question. Let's see what my questions are here. The simulacrum hitches again, and you can feel the life drain out of it. It looks up at you robotically. You have a question? Alright, please make your inquiry now. You said that Vauclair is being held at the estate. What evidence did you turn up to support that? What else did you turn up about Harfield Manor? Okay, let's go on with the first one. One of my assets at Transis Neriton provided me with a video feed that dated 2053-1010. The feed was taken by a corporate surveillance drone. Playback commencing. The screen is filled with a grainy black and white video feed. You recognize a Harfield Manor photographed from high above. The camera pushes in, and the image sharpens. Through a barred ground level window, you can see the shape of a stooped, immencing figure. His body shows clear signs of neglect. The figure is unmistakable. It's Vauclair, 20 years older and worse for wear. His skin hangs loose on his bones, and his cheeks are hollow. There is a distinctly gray pallor to his skin. That's Vauclair, all right. What's left of him, anyway? It doesn't look like they've been feeding him much. He shakes his head, poor bastard. Another figure steps into frame, behind Vauclair, an orc. He turns his head slightly, and his skin grafts catch the light. Vauclair slowly turns to face Audrin, and the video feed cuts out. Okay, I'm out of time. I'll finish reading all of this, and then tomorrow we start the next mission. Zimmerman stares at you impassively. Do you have another question? What else did you turn up about Harfield Manor? Seismological data. Jesus Christ, with these big words. I swear they just sat there with a dictionary reading words for this. I don't know. And thermal imaging confirmed the existence of a large hollow chamber under the estate. It is my suspicion that Dr. Vauclair is being held somewhere within the substructure. Cool. If Firewings kept Vauclair trapped there for almost 20 years, she's got to have a reason for it. It takes effort and resources to lock a man away for that amount of time. So, what's her endgame in all of this? Why not just kill him and be done with it? Malice, revenge, who knows? Remember, this was the man who shot her down. He sent her crashing into a radioactive wasteland. If somebody did that to me, I wouldn't want to hurt it. I'd want to hurt him, too. And I'd make it last. Oh, man. The plot thickens yet again, apparently. I think it goes deeper than that. According to Winter's DVD, Vauclair designed the experimental weapon that shot her down, and that weapon split her body from existence. Glory glances down at her own steel and chrome arms and suppresses a shudder. If I had to guess, I'd say that she's trying to make him fix whatever he did to her. That's what makes sense to me. There's a moment of silence. The group processes Glory's suggestions. Before anyone can speak, the Solidacrum cuts back in. Do you have another question? No more questions. Let's get on to the bad news. Very well. Feel free to interrupt me again in the for future inquiries. The simulacrum pauses and a brief tremor washes over its body. Its eyes flutter, and you can hear the sound of your computer working to process more of the chip's data. Iger turns to address the team. If Vauclair's at Harfield's, we've got a problem. The last time we broke into that place, they took Monica out. It was a miracle that any of you got out alive. That is true. Yeah, but now we know what's down there this time. We'll be prepared for it. We can handle this. Iger shakes her head. No, it'll be even worse this time. The first time we went in, we had the element of surprise on our side. But now, they'll be expecting us. They'll be hunting us, remember? They're hunting us, remember? Their security team is going to be waiting for us, Dietrich. That Audrin bastard is going to be waiting for us. And even if we make it past them, we're going to have to deal with the dragon in the basement. Well, what else can we do? Cut and run? The last time I checked, that wasn't an option either. Even if it were, I wouldn't take it. I'm not running from this. Not after what they did here tonight. None of us are, Glory. But Iger's right. We can't just go charging in there again. Not without some kind of edge. I'm with Dietrich. No guts, no glory. I still haven't completely ruled out the cut and run plan. What? I'm not cutting and running. Frick that. Okay. I'm with Glory on this. Actually, I'm kind of with Iger on this. Iger is right. We can't just go charging in. Like, we just can't. Gotta find some other way in. Simulacrum jerks back to life. It resumes speaking, blissfully unaware of the conversation that is cutting off. And now, Gurgle Squirt, on to the bad news. You now know where Vauclair is, but rescuing him will not be possible. Alice, I have a question. He continues without waiting for a response. Why the hell not? In the course of my investigations, I encountered something terrifying in the Matrix. It was fast, cunning, and very definitely intelligent. I am convinced that I only escaped because it let me go. It could have killed me in a heartbeat if it wanted to. This thing that I met is protecting the Harfield Manor, and it's going after anyone who gets too close to what's happening there. Alice, what did you see there? What is going after these people? By way of explanation, I would like you to read the following document. The Sacrolim makes another sweeping gesture, and the menu slides back onto the screen. This time, it is filled with text. What you're looking at is an archived form discussion from the earlier days of the Shadowland VBS. Got it. Let's go. Blitz stares at the text on the screen. It isn't kidding, Chief. This discussion is dated back to 2036. That's ancient history in the decking community. It probably isn't even correct to call these guys deckers. Hackers would be more appropriate term. When you're finished reading it over, say, Alice, I'm done, and we can continue. Read it over, I guess. Let's go. This is going to be a lot of reading. I know it. This is going to be an extra long episode, so buckle up, everybody. We're in for a fuckery ride. As you lean in to read, the text slowly begins to scroll from the bottom of the screen. Up from the bottom of the screen. You all hear about the 5K team that got crisped a few hours ago? A whole lab's worth of researchers all burnt and broken beyond recognition. Ugly stuff. Clockwork, something. At this point, who hasn't? Okay. I'm not going to read all the names and stuff, the names and numbers. I'm just not going to read all that. Power spike got them right through their data jacks, like a bolt of lightning to the brain. A 1 in a million accident is what they're saying, Miss. I'm not going to read names, God. And you believe that? Got a more plausible explanation? Yes, actually. It was a cleanup operation. Color me intrigued. What are they cleaning up? A secret project that didn't want anything to do with. You might have heard rumors about it. The project name was Apex. Huh. And you lost me. And you've lost me. Apex, Clockwork, seriously, that old line of Drek? I'm telling you, jokers, Apex is real, or at least it was, until the Whizworm pulled the plug. Who's the Whizworm? Who's the Whizworm? Ugh, okay. Come on, Clockwork. We're still decades away from seeing a fully functional AI. You know that. Those Apex stories that have been floating around, they're just some conspiracy nuts' wet dream. Fine. Keep your heads in the sand. Some of us know the truth when we read it. Okay, Clock, I'll humor you, but riddle me this. If Lorful had an armed and operational AI in its claws, why kill it? You remember what happened to most of Echo Mirage? No. The crash virus killed them. Fried their brains, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. With the commercial release of the CDT-1000, some security firms are willing to counter instruction software that could do the same thing Black IC You can look it up if you don't believe me. Whoa, scary stuff, man. Well, the goal of the Apex project was even scarier. I see waits for you to come into it, or waits for you to come to it. Apex wouldn't be bound by these restrictions. It could go out hunting, hit its targets when they least expect it. That's why they called it Apex. It was designed to be the apex predator of the digital world. Sounds fun. And so, rather than using it to his advantage, Lawful decided to kill it in the cradle? The Wizworm's no fool. Some things are too dangerous to play around with. How would you put that genie back in the bottle if it ever slipped out of control? Answer: you couldn't. And then it would take over the world. Okay, this thread is officially gone off the rails. I'm closing it down for the good of mankind. Okay, bye Captain Chaos and Dr. Mayhem and Clockwork. Okay, the scroll of text comes to a stop. Alice, I'm done. Oh, so much reading. My eyes are actually like bleeding right now from the reading. Whew, okay. The Simulacrum jerks back to life, then settles into a neutral pose. There are no official records of the Shadowrun database to support the existence of the Apex project, but the thing that I encountered was Apex, of that I am certain. Just as I am certain that Apex was responsible for the deaths of Monica Schaefer, Green Winters, Clockwork, Pertgriff, and a score of other Deckers over the last 16 years. Blitz raises a hand. Hold up, Alice. I have a question. I thought they said that Littlefer Cade killed Apex. They speculated as much, yes. They were wrong on that count. I do believe that Sadir Krupp was developing Apex as a tool for the Matrix for Matrix warfare. I'm also convinced that the IT personnel who were killed were the Apex development team. But I don't think that Lawfer is responsible for their deaths. Apex killed them? Glory, you forgot to say Alice. I have a question. That'd be my guess. In the turmoil surrounding Lurfer's buyout of Saderkrupp, a number of projects went missing. I believe that Apex was appropriated by a member of Firewing's organization. At this point, it was then unleashed on its own development team to silence them. Since then, it's provided information control for the Firewing. A pet AI would explain how Firewing has managed to maintain her conspiracy and avoid detection for the past 2 decades. Anytime anyone got close to the AI, took them out, scrubs their records clean. Scrubs the record clean, whatever. So there's your bad news, Gurgle Squirt. Claire is being held at Harfield Manor, but knowing that does you no good because you can't approach the place. I doubt that you could open the door without Apex frying you. We did last time. They were trying to protect their secret, like Audrin said. If we hadn't gone down there into the basement, they'd have let us go. Apex didn't react to us until Monica attempted to force the door to the basement. And now that the cat's out of the bag, they have no reason not to pull out the big guns on sight. Dietrich grimaces. You're right. We can't go back while Apex is in place. The room falls into silence. Finally, Iger turns to you. What's the play, Gurgle Squirt? We can't turn back now. If Apex is standing between us and Volclair, then we need to find a way to kill Apex. Fucking A, boss, I'm in. Did you hear that, Alice? Do you have... Oh, come on! I thought I was getting close to being done now! Fuck! My throat is killing me! Fuck! Ugh. It's fucking frustrating, man. The Silvergun hinges to life. The pause stretches. Finally, it comes back to life. The AI has a kill switch, but Alice deemed any additional contact with Apex to be an unjustifiable risk. Attempting to reach the kill switch would be inadvisable. I'll be the judge of that. Save me the warnings. I'm going to kill this thing. I owe Monica that much. If Alice was scared of this thing, maybe we should give it a wide berth. You mean like 12 pounds, 5 ounces? A big old wide berth? I don't know what the fuck that means. Anyways, I have to help Monica. You and me both. Alice, tell us about Apex's kill switch. Someone comes stares at you with dead eyes. Thanks to my close encounter with the AI, I was able to run a trace on it. Through this trace, I discovered a physical address of a backdoor access point for Apex's programming. An old Saterkrupp research lab, long since abandoned, fallen into despair. The facility is now hotly contested gang territory. I have also determined that a kill switch for the AI exists somewhere in the basement of this facility. I will provide you with the physical address. I don't like the smell of this, Chief. It said that Apex let Alice escape. He turns to address the Cerulean on the screen. Alice, why would a Matrix Warfare AI allow you to run a trace on it? It stares straight ahead, its eyes are dead. I'm afraid the answer to that question falls outside of the scope of my written parameters. The Simulacrum stutters one final time, then looks up at you with an apologetic smile. You have now reached the end of my presentation. I have been encoded with a final message from Alice to Gurgle Squirt. Playback commencing. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, here's the real Alice now. The Simulacrum's eyes go wide, and the life floods back into it. It stares directly at you. Gurgle Squirt, if you didn't listen to me before, listen to me now. Drop this. Stop arguing. Stop going after Volclair. Get out of Berlin and stay out of the Matrix. I'm telling you this for your own good. That's all I have to say. I'm following my own advice. I'm out. Don't try to contact me again. The Simulacrum reverts to an idle state, slumping like a puppet with its strings cut. Its eyes glazed over, and its face goes slack. Then the screen cuts black. Oh, more? Come on, just stop talking! You say so much! Fuck me. So the dragon has a killer AI. So the dragon has a killer AI in charge of security. I can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We know what killed Monica, we have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. That's good enough for me. You know what we know what we have to do. We can either stand around talking about it, or we can go do it. Agreed. We shut down Apex, and we then re-enter the estate and rescue Volclair. He's the key to this whole thing. Right now, I don't care that Firewing is what the Firewing is planning. I just want to get some payback for Monica. All I care about is getting us through this without any more casualties. We've lost enough already. Okay. I'm gonna go with I agree with Glory. Sounds like a plan, boss. So can we stop talking about it and fucking do it, please? Fuck! God, my throat's... I'm gonna lose my voice, man. Like, fuck. I still say that all of this is crazy talk, Chief. Taking on AI isn't just a bad idea, it's suicide. So my vote is to cut and run. Blitz surveys the rest of the group, sees the determination in their faces. Finally, he sighs. But if you're really doing this, you'll want the best decker you can find along for the ride. And I guess that nominates me. Woo. Alice said that the kill switch is located in some old SK facility, assuming that the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared. It could have stood empty for years, maybe decades. She also said that the building is in gang territory now. I wonder if it'll have anything like Das Kasselhaus was, or if it will be anything like Das Kasselhaus was. God, I hope not. There's only one way to find out. Let's get prepped. This thing isn't going to kill itself. Oh, come on, they keep saying it like Glory just fucking said, come on, let's get prepped, let's go, and then this guy has to say more shit. Why? It's so unnecessary. Fuck. Blitz glances at you. The worry is painted all over his face. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you better bring me along. You going up against an AI without a Nova Hot Decker at your side, and you're probably going to regret it. Iger begins her weapons check. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever's there, we'll deal with it. First, we find our way into the basement. She peers through the scope of her sniper rifle, and then we kill that AI that killed Monica. Damn right. Team breaks to begin gearing up. As she slides a shell into her shotgun, Iger catches your eye. Why does she have to catch my eye? Fuck off already! Like, God! Like, how long has this been talking for? For fucking over 20 minutes, this thing has just been rambling. Like, fuck off. Let me do the thing. Fuck, man. I'm just getting annoyed. Like, my throat actually hurts from all the reading that I'm doing. Ugh. You did good out there defending the cruise bazaar. You had our backs the entire way. Made good decisions. Are we gonna hug now? In this job we work together or die alone. I appreciate that. Now you need to forgive yourself. You weren't out of position, Iger, and you know it. It's in the job. Iger scowls at the floor, nods. True, you're right again. Anyway, we should get back to it. We've got an AI to take out after all. She pauses for a moment, frowning. Gurgle Squirt, do me a favor and keep your eyes open on this one while we're walking up into the unknown here. Makes me a little uneasy. Don't worry, Iger, I've got your back. She smiles, claps you on the shoulder. I know you do, and I've got yours. You more than earned it. Stop it, you're making my mascara run. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. I'm just answering it with the most, like, let's get to fucking work fucking answers that I can come up with. Like, fucking stop talking to me now. Fuck off. God damn it. Without another word, the troll slides her shotgun into her sheath on her back and turns to continue her pre-mission checklist. Finally, fuck me. Holy fuck, that was mind-bogglingly annoying. And now it's frozen, I guess. Yeah, you're just gonna freeze up, so I can't save. Oh, fuck off. Just move. And now I can talk to them all individually? Well, guess what? That's happening tomorrow, I guess. Fuck me. Fuck me. I have to get all their individual opinions about what we're doing. Alright, I'm just gonna save, and I'm done. Oh god. I literally have a headache, and my throat hurts from reading so fucking much just now. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly save. And I'm doing this on camera to save, because I just don't want to, like, risk accidentally turning the video off and losing everything that I just recorded. So, well, I guess, never mind. I mean, turning the game off and losing everything that I just did. Never mind, it's confusing, but whatever. So just save. Just save. I just press save, just do it. Please and thank you. I don't care now. Just do it. Just do the thing. Save it. Save the fucking game. Save it. Do it. Thank you. Alright, so I guess tomorrow I'll get all their individual opinions about whatever, and then hopefully we can get on to the mission. Anyways, stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Peace!